So you may be wondering, why is it that when you do the inner work to try to get closer to God, you come across people that you end up falling in love with, that they actually potentially are here to teach you very, very valuable lessons, but not just on a mental, physical, or emotional level, but on a spiritual level. Today we're going to dive deep into understanding the full in-depths of twin flames, soulmates, and karmic relationships, and why we experience them, and what is the purpose behind them. And guarantee you, when you learn this, well, godly, you will understand that you're only here to remember your fucking power. My boo-boos, awakened ones, welcome back on another episode on Embracing Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Swansness. I am an intuitive shaman, healer, and reader. On this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love. I do guided readings for each zodiac sign, and I'll talk about things I feel need to be talked about because our divine right to know more than what we have been told. And I'm currently on vacation in Arizona right now, so I'm enjoying myself. I'm feeling on myself. It's about to be Capricorn season. Caps represent. Now, let me stop all that spiel. If you want to know my business inquiries, all that information down in the description box below. But boo-boos, I want to get into, this is a huge topic. This is the majority of the reason why all of us stumble into our spiritual essence. Like, we all are spiritual beings, having a human temporary experience. But a lot of us do not involve ourselves with the depths of who we are beyond the physicality. But for those of you that do, for those of you who goes through the fool's journey to get to the process of what love really means. Now, I want to get in depth and I want to share with you guys, this is just my perspective through my experience. This is not the only way, this is not the right way, but this is the way I feel has helped me, and I guarantee it will help a lot of you who feel lost currently within your love life or within your dynamics of understanding your connection to people. So let's get into twin flames. So what is the dynamic of a twin flame? A lot of us in the spiritual community, I'm not shunning anyone who's in that divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flames, none of that. I salute you. You know your thing. You're doing your thing. But to me, I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear this. A lot of people are going to be shunned by this. I'm probably going to be shunned by this. A lot of people are going to be shocked by this. But to me, a twin flame has nothing to do with the runner and chaser. The twin flame to me has everything to do with someone that actually supports the inner work and the sacred dynamic of unionship. With a connection with God, connection to self, connection with each other, and purpose. 222, as I just said that. And so, twin flame dynamic is really help you to remember your divine power, your divine mission, your divine reasoning of why you are here. Like I said, a lot of people are not aware of their spiritual journey. But when you do become aware of your spiritual journey, you know there's a potent, intense connection with another individual who has the same mindset as you. Not literally just the mirror of you, but literally the same soul that's meant to share something powerful that can change this whole entire world. Hence what people call a power couple. That's the essence of a sacred unionship. Now, let's get into soulmates. Now, soulmates are very easy. And not only that, soulmates are not just in lovers. They're in animals. They're in friendships. But let's talk about from a relationship perspective. Soulmates are actually a lot easier to love. Very easy, to the point that they don't test you. They don't help you dive deep. If anything, they just show the strengths of you, the best aspects of you, and you both share that within each other. It's the full amount of acceptance. Now, I'm not saying twin flames don't accept each other. I'm saying twin flames are willing to do the inner work to unravel the bondages of what doesn't serve the physical and the spiritual. And that's intense work to do. Because that's trauma work. That's trauma bonding. That's addictions. That's going against what this whole life, this whole world is all about, to understand a deeper aspect of life itself. But soulmates don't really test each other. If anything, they just really enjoy each other's company. It's easier to love one another. It's just very simple. And you end up marrying that person. And to me, soulmates are really people that settle. But there's nothing wrong with settle. If you enjoy wanting to settle down, wherever you are in life, and you're comfortable with that, and that person feels like they're good to your heart, and you're good to their heart, nothing wrong with that. Soulmates are a lot easier. Now, let's get into the most intense one. That is like just as intense as a twin flame dynamic. And that is karmic relationships. Now, please be mindful. Karmic relationships could actually be with your family members too. Karmic relationships are you needing to clear out karma from past lives. And these relationships are the most hardest to let go of. And the reason is because you need to learn the lesson. When you learn the lesson, it's like those things you used to be attracted to in the toxic way of being of this world, you start to not be attracted to those things anymore. And when you finally stumble into your karmic relationship, when you learn those very powerful lessons, because it helps you to remember your power, it helps you to unbind even ancestral karma. Because you were the most powerful one. That's why I had to pass through you, because you became aware of it. And you were the one who was chosen to break that bondage, that paradigm. And once you do that, you start to realize you feel empty. You feel lost. You feel like you yearn that person back. But not in a way where you're desperate, but in a way where you're just like, why am I attracted to something that wasn't healthy for me? And it's because you're starting to recognize the healthy version of you. And karmic relationships are really just to show us what we need to heal from. And remember, it's never about the other person, not even twin flames. It's never about the other person. It's about the relationship with you. It's about how you see yourself as an individual on this planet. And how you see the connection with source, and start to understand why you were created. What is unique about you? And we always get the karmic relationship confused with the twin flame. And it's because, I want to be real with y'all, the runner and chaser has nothing to do with the twin flame dynamic. That is karmic relationships. And this is when people start saying, oh, that's a false twin. A lot of people are not going to want to hear this, but let's be fucking real, because I'm a Cappy. I'm got to be real. There's no such thing as a false twin. I will know. I used to be like this. There's no such thing as a false twin. You just put so much meaning and emphasis on a label and a word that made you believe solely that this was a twin flame. It's because you were codependent on it. But how can you realize a karmic relationship is where there's a lot of on and offs, hot and cold days, meaning that, 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out, wishy-washy, mind playing, very lustful as well. Very, very lustful. Like you start to feel used, you start to feel icky, you start to feel unsettled. But you're yearning for it, you're running towards it, you're desiring it, then you run away from it. And it's because it's here to show you how you run away from love and how you see love. So twin flames are more supportive, but it's a sacred unionship to understand the divine power within and bringing that to cultivate a bigger power in the collective. And a lot of people like the intensity of it, but a lot of people can't handle it. It's once in a lifetime that you meet your twin flame. It really is. Now, for those of you who feel like you are in a twin flame dynamic, look up your own information. I'm not saying this is the way, but if you think that you have to wait around for someone to heal, maybe that is just a karmic lesson you need to learn from that dynamic to try to teach you what love means to you. How do you see love currently, and how love really should be? Huge difference. And here's the thing. When you realize that the intensity of a karmic relationship with twin flame are the same, but you do the inner work to heal from that karmic relationship, no matter how hard is it to let go of that energetic hook, you are getting one step closer to unionship. And it could be with the soulmate, or it could be with the twin flame. But here's the thing. Whatever you want to choose is up to you. I prefer the twin flame dynamic because it's so much more powerful. I love the spiritual essence of unionship. I love putting God in the picture and making something innocent, making something pure, but making something so real and so potent that it's meant for this entire world. So, soulmates are cool. They're not cool. They're cool, but I'm not the type to settle. So, now, I want to share something very interesting that a lot of people don't know. Now, this is what I've learned, especially working with Yeshua close by. If you don't know who Yeshua is, I believe, is the real name for Jesus. Now, this is not in the Bible, but Jesus had a twin flame. And people will call her Mary Magdalene. Why is this not in the Bible? Well, there's a whole reason why. Because this society is dictated off the masculine energy, the toxic masculine of the ego. And therefore, they want that power, that greed. That's why they suppress the feminine energy. Even though the feminine creates life and the masculine maintains it. The masculine doesn't create life. But, anywho. So, Yeshua was twin flames with Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene helped him with his power. And Yeshua understand the purpose of their existence and his existence. And this is why even when he was at the cross, they completely understood the meaning of this. The change it took place on this planet. Hence why you see now why I would choose the twin flame dynamic. It's because it's powerful. You're doing a mission. Not only you find love within a person, but you're doing a powerful mission for this planet. And the reason why I share this, because Yeshua is literally the example of unconditional love. Christ consciousness. Christ is not a person. It is a consciousness. Yeshua was the prime example of what unconditional love should be. Unconditional love of loving the lessons, loving life, not yearning, not exuding power from another person as like a karmic relationship, not trying to settle, not saying there's something wrong with soulmates, nothing wrong with that, but seeing the acceptance and the love within another person, but also understanding the powerful dynamic that two people can bring when they bring two minds, two souls, two visions together as a twin flame journey. So Yeshua was pretty much the prime example of all these type of relationships. And I share this with you because I want you to really hone in on what is unconditional love to you. What is unconditional love for self, for life, for others, for your existence purpose? Because that is just, Yeshua did what he did, not to just die on the cross for us, but to literally show the prime example of what love can do, of what purpose can do, of what acceptance for all can do. And this is what we need to strive for. It's not being like him, but tapping into that Christ consciousness and forgiving, and for trusting, and for thinking, and for loving. So I share all of this with you today. And I hope the one thing you take out of it is realizing this all is part of the plan. The plan of remembering how powerful our love is, regardless if someone didn't want it. How powerful we can be when we learn to accept people and they feel that their existence is important. To realize that you can have a powerful dynamic with another individual who sees like you, who feels like you, who desires the same things as you, and you could bring that into harmony. And it's possible. Everything I shared with you is just to bring to your awareness, to do the inner work, to trust the process, and to know that you're already lovable, and to know that you have someone that God made precisely for you. So anywho, my beautiful beings, I really hope this brought clarity. I really hope it brought some activation, some form of new revelation for you. But until then, you beautiful beings, if you want to know more about this, I do twin flame readings, and I also do ancestral healing, which dives into understanding love on a deeper aspect and how to heal these karmic lessons. But other than that, you beautiful beings, all that information down in the description box below. Go onto my website, and also my new merch is down there, as well as my healing course that helps you with your awakening ascension process. Until then, you beautiful beings, I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for trusting me on your journey. And until then, keep knowing and remembering that love is just an energetic frequency. Once you vibrate at that, you already got love by your side, and you become a magnet to it.